Hello, hello Spurs fans, hurrah, hello. Paul the Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. I'm still buzzing, man. I'm still pumped. What a game of football we saw on the weekend. If you've been under a rock, I'm still riding high on Burnley 2, Spurs 5. What a bloody good game of football it was. It was fantastic. Hang on, I forgot to click something. God, professional. Here we go. Hang on. Where is it? Just want to make sure I get adverts on this because I'm, coining in. I'm a dirty YouTube capitalist now. Let's just switch that on. There we go. Done. So how are we all going? I'll put the link up in a minute if anyone wants to come on and say hello. Just a little bit of news. Even though our transfer window has closed, Turkey's is still open for another week. And Saudi Arabia has still got another couple of weeks. So there's still rumours and speculation going. When will it all end? And then it ends, and then we start, what's the word I'm looking for? Hypothesising over the January transfer window. It's a treadmill that never ends, this transfer stuff. I saw, so the players that are being sniffed around at, are Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Giovanni Lo Celso, and Davinson Sanchez. All three are being sniffed around by the likes of Galatasaray, Fibonacci. Who else was there? Can't remember. But I don't know. I'm in two minds about this. It's like, dudes, because like these are all players. I believe, if you believe the innuendo and rumor going around. They had offers during our, normal window where we can buy players. And they say, oh, no, I like Tottenham. Oh, no, I'll play for the badge and like 100 grand a week. And now we can't do, and so we couldn't clear the decks to get anyone in. And now, oh, no, now we realise, I might not be getting minutes. Oh, I want to go. I don't want to play for Tottenham anymore. And it's like, well, thanks, folks. If you'd have buggered off 3 days ago, then we could have got some players in, but I don't know. I think get rid of them. Because then we won't. It might cause us a problem before January, but if we don't get rid of them, it's going to cause us a problem in January. I'm all for future thinking now. I'm on Ange's train now. He's not just he is thinking of the next game, but he's thinking of the future as well as old Ange. So God, bloody players, eh? God. I'm not too worried about Sanchez going. I just watched I watched Sean Spurs talk show video just as he was walking down the street there, and I'm all right with Sanchez going. Really, I don't really want to have to rely on him in any way. And if he's not in the squad, we saw Ashley Phillips was on the bench, which I was surprised about. Quite early on in his Tottenham career, he's on the bench already. So if he's on the bench, he's good enough to play. I'd get rid of, if we could get rid of Sanchez, that'd be fantastic. And Højbjerg and Lo Celso, yeah, if they want to go, man, go. Now, I was having a look at the old. So I don't know about you lot out there, but I'm finding the Spurs official Twitter person to be far less obnoxious this year. Maybe it's because we're winning games and playing well. Because I used to hate it. We used to get our asses handed to us, and then you look on Spurs social, and it'd be back in the gym, back at work. It's like, Urgh. But they're sort of all right this year. There's a few nice pictures, a few quotes. Now, this is one. I saw a quote somewhere by Hugo Lloris talking about why he isn't buggered off. Here we go. Excuse me. So this is, I'm getting this from Last Word on Spurs, and I don't know where they're getting it from. Maybe they're getting it from Tottenham or something. I don't know. There's a lot of words here. Oh, why can't they just keep it simple, mate? You're a footballer. God, as soon as they start using lots of words, it ain't going to go right, is it? Football brains. I'm not saying they're dumb. Just stick to football. Here we go. I want to clear. This is Hugo Lloris. I want to clear up the ambiguity surrounding the events of the past hours. Yesterday, an hour before the end of the window, I received a call from an agent who evoked the possibility of joining OGC Nice. Oh, is that another football club that's had to change its name? It is, I bet, because of a sponsor. What the hell is OGC? What is that? Let me have a look. Oh, no, it's just, no, that's their name. Okay, Olympique Gymnast Club de Nice. Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, it'll be like a Red Bull Leipzig sort of thing. All right, it's Nice, who cares? Playing prospects and the sporting project, the real motives behind a player's decision, much more so than financial conditions, weren't clearly broached. My professional journey has shown that exchange, sharing, and collective growth. Oh God, stop, Hugo. Corporate. Where football means bland corporations. Who did this? Has he got Deloitte's to do a press release for him? Bloody hell, Hugo. Rein it in, mate. I've not actually read all this before. It's making my head hurt. Even more so when it's about coming back to the club that trained me. That would have been a nice fairy tale. It's kind of cool when footballers go back to, their roots in the Indian summer of their career. But no, not Hugo. The supporters and the team deserve better than a split-second decision based on a phone call without expectations or a clear sporting project. Oh, God. Why is he talking about sporting projects? He's got like a year or two, with 1 hour till the closure of the window at a time where I wasn't expecting it. No, I've just been sat on my arse, missing pre-season to get a deal done. So what a kill surprise. A club rings up. Oh, sacre bleu. To be honest, I couldn't sign without this common shared vision. More corporate speak. At least with the president and the coach, OGC Nice is and will remain a different club for me. It's my city, my club, my blood. A goalkeeper, Bulka, is in place today. Now we're getting to it. Vision and all this, my arse, mate. He's without doubt, one of the best at the start of the season. He has a promising career ahead of him, joining a club to play, to build, to perform. Yes, signing without a sporting vision and a direct positive impact on the team. No. So he wasn't going to get first team minutes. He's not getting them at Tottenham. I find that just bloody annoying, actually. I don't know why. I'll just get out of bed. Maybe that's it. I'm just having my coffee now. But, don't know, man. Don't know. And what else was there? What was there on the Tottenham website? I saw something caught my eye. A couple of photos, was it? Photo of Cutie Romero. Sonny, Mickey's in the mood. Destiny Doggy saying this is from Tottenham Hotspur, Spurs official. We're a very humble team. We worked hard and we got this result together. Brilliant. It's a quick quote. Ahead of the international break, this is Vicario. Ahead of the international break, I wanted to take a moment to thank the Spurs fans for the incredible welcoming. New beginnings can be tricky. You made it fun. That's nice, isn't it? See, that's what you want from a goalkeeper, not there is no shared vision. Ugh. So feel good photos from the weekend. All right, now what I'll do is I'll come over to the chat. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the chat if you want to come and say hello, have a chat, mainly about the game on the weekend, but anything you want really. If there's a whole glut of people, I'll just do it one at a time. I don't like doing the whole 6 talking heads, people talking out at each other. I just don't like doing it. I like watching it, but I don't like hosting it. I don't think I'm pretty good at it, so I'll just do one at a time. But usually there's no one comes in anyway. But we'll have a look here. Let's have a look. Do that. All right, and then I'll pin it to the top of the chat, and then I'll come and have a look at the chat, and we'll all have a good old yarn about the weekend because it was a bloody good game of football, wasn't it? It was great. Loved it. I'm so naff at this bloody. Here we go. Put that in there. And pin, is there a pin? Yes, there we go. All right, we're rocking and rolling. Let's go over to the chat. So I've got a few watching. That's nice. Thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for watching and liking and commenting, or just, you know, chilling out on the couch. It might be late in the evening if you're in the UK, or you might be just waking up to go to work in Australia. Who knows, man? But wherever you are, thanks for tuning in. Was it super chats and channel memberships are available if you want to support the channel. I love the way people say that. Support the channel. It's supporting me. Let's face it. The channel isn't a person, but I've always got the hat around to have some coins tipped into it. Thank you very much. Over 100,000 views. I keep forgetting to say this because people say these sorts of things on YouTube channels, but I forgot. But I've got over 100,000 views, which is like a lot, really, isn't it? Crazy. So thanks, everyone. Channel's been going about nearly 3 months now. And the reason I started, just before I get to the chat, sorry to digress here, the reason I started this channel was because I drive for a living. I'm an Uber driver, and 3 months ago I lost my license, just ran out of points. It's very hard to keep points in Australia. They last 3 years, not just 1 year. So I haven't been able to work for the last 3 months, but I get my license back in 3 days. So that's all good. So I'll be able to go out and about on the road and do videos from different parts of Sydney and stuff, do streams from the car, or, you know, out in nature when times are a bit slow, because there's always a couple of slow hours when you do an Uber shift. So I'm really looking forward to it. So, you know, thanks to everyone that's, you know, when I first did this, I had a GoFundMe to basically get me out of the mire, and that people were so generous that I could pay my rent on that, which, you know, which was ridiculous. Without it, I wouldn't have been able to. I'd be on a park bench probably. So, you know, just doing the street. I can stream from anywhere, so it's not that big a deal. But nearly at the end of the tunnel. So thanks for all the support. Really, I started the channel because, you know, I got, you know, depression and anxiety. If I didn't start it, I'd just curl up in a ball for 3 months. So you've all helped me get through it. So thanks, everyone. It's been awesome. I've really enjoyed doing it. So we'll go on to hang on, how do I get comfy here? Hang on. I don't know. I'm confused. Why am I confused? All I've got is a phone and a cup of coffee. This is what happens when you get to 50, man. You got coffee in one hand and a phone in the other, and it's sort of, I don't know what to do now. So hang on. I think the real thing I'm looking to do is relax. That's my pre-May mobile. So there we go. Oh, knobbly knees. Don't want to get all only fans on you. I hope my audio is working, by the way. I forgot to check. I better check. Hello? Yeah, all right, good. It's happened before where I've been talking to myself for 20 minutes and everyone's patiently in the chat saying, oh, your mic's not working. And after 20 minutes, they're still there. It was amazing. It's like, wow. All right, here we go. Hello, chat. Here we go. Say no more, Gov. Oi, oi. Come on, you Spurs. G'day, say no more, Gov. Wayne Bonner, a member of the Hotspur Hippie Commune. Thanks for your support, Wayne. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all well and all pumped after that great game of football yesterday. Yes, man. I watched it again. Yesterday. How many times did I do that with Spurs games last year, or the year before? Maybe a couple. Maybe the Arsenal derby when we won 3-0. But no, it's just part of my regular football week now, as I enjoy watching the replays because we're playing so well. So yeah, I am pumped, man. Thanks for coming in. Mark Cousins, g'day, man. Insider trading. Big up, Paul. Another boring weekend. Come on, you Spurs. I'm fully aboard the English train now. Yeah, everyone's on board, aren't they? It's happy days at the moment at White Hart Lane, man. That's what it is. Horn Dog. Evening. Oh, when does Ange select his 24-5 Spartans? I believe the deadline is something like Wednesday afternoon in the UK. But you know what? I'm curious. So was it Premier League squad deadline. Let's just see that. Blah, blah, blah. Squad lists. Do. And then I've got, here we go. The deadline, yes, is Wednesday, September the 13th. Oh, no, hang on. That's more than a week away. Oh, wow. So that's after the international break. Oh, so it's like 10 days away, 9 days away. It's ages away, man. Hopefully we won't see a number on Eric Dyer's back. I'm loving that. I'm absolutely loving that. My cousins, smash the like, subscribe and all that stuff. I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah, you can do all that. Or just chill and watch if you want. It's up to you, I think we're getting enough subs through not telling people much, so that's cool. Christoph Cavalets, oi, you bastards. Oh, well, hello, charming. Didn't know Cary Grant was coming in. Ben Williams, another member of the Hotspur commune. Thanks for your support, Ben. Evening all. It's a great time to be a Spurs fan. It bloody well is. Bloody well is. It was Father's Day yesterday in Australia. It's weird, I know. I think Australia and America are the only two. We have it on different days for some reason, but I completely forgot until my kids showed up, and we watched a bit of Spurs because it's Father's Day, and my youngest is a Tottenham fan. My oldest is football agnostic. Bless her. Future music, DSR. Ooh, DSR, eh? Hey, Paul, how you going, man? Caption Grandma, another member of the Hotspur commune. G'day, Paul, one and all. Gutted that the international break happens just where we're all on a high. I know, man. It's going to be one of those years, isn't it? Because especially as we're only playing one game a week until we start marching towards FA Cup glory. There's going to be lots of no football, which is I like football, especially when we're playing like this. Claude Murphy, g'day, man. Big My Youth Paul, Ange is cooking. He certainly is, man. Certainly is. There was a few people questioning him after the League Cup game. Ange knows what he's doing. Future music, DSI, Paul, hey chat. Come on, you Spurs. That's it, man. Come on, you Spurs. Horn Dog, I agree. Sell them all. We'll survive. Yeah, it's just a bummer that they. So Horn Dog's referring here to Lo Celso, Højbjerg, and Sanchez that maybe have got offers in from Turkish clubs. And it's like, well, okay, thanks. You could have gone a week ago. Maybe we could have got another player in. I don't know. Borodar, Welsh gal. Hello, Paul. Happy days in Spursland. Whee! Greetings to the members of the commune. Ange for president of the world. That's it. Just make Ange president of the world. No more countries. Well, you have countries for football, obviously, and the Olympic Games. But yeah, aliens come down. Who do you want them to meet? Emmanuel Macron or Ange? G'day, mate. Galactic peace would ensue with our galactic football. My cousin Sanchez is the best of the rest, though, worryingly. Well, yeah, he's kind of is at the moment, isn't he? But Phillips was on the bench. So I just think, if we don't get rid of him now, then, it's going to be January, and I don't know. I just don't. If we got a chance for them to stop stinking up the place, it'd be all right, wouldn't it? I reckon. Terry Wright, big up, Paul, big up, Terry. Nice to see you. Christoph Cavalets, is it hard to get a work permit down there in Australia? I've no idea, man. Because I came out when it was easy. I do believe it is harder, but I don't know. No idea. Ben Williams, another member of the Hotspur commune. They're all flocking in today. Hello, everyone. Super chats and things are available. I can't even. My finger doesn't go down that far. It's crap, isn't it? The only thing better than the result and the positive energy around the club right now was watching a compilation of Chelsea YouTubers react to the Forest game. Oh, yeah, I must admit, man, I might have had a sneaky look at one of them myself. Chelsea in crisis. It was beautiful. Yes, I know. I love it. I mean, because Chelsea are shit, aren't they? They've always been average. They've always been bang average. They're a 19. They're a Division Two side. That's what they are. And they've just got ideas above their station because they've had illegal money for 20 years, and they started winning stuff. Albeit they maybe won an FA Cup and a Cup Winners' Cup in the Kim Bates days when they had Ruud Gullit and then Glenn Hoddle in charge, or the other way around. But they're a nothing club, and they're going back to being a nothing club. So all these new fans like Rory Jennings and all that, they've got such a sense of entitlement about them. Oh, we're the best. No, you're not. You're rubbish. Chelsea are rubbish. It's great. I love it. Hondog and Man United ones too. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not. I don't know, because I think I wanted a draw in that game. I wanted a boring 0-0 draw to take some points out of the table. But Arsenal, I didn't watch the game. I've just seen the results. So I've seen that Arsenal jammied a couple of goals in the dying seconds in injury time. I might watch some Man United fans pulling their hair out, but I would have liked to have seen a bit of Arsenal frustration as well. But it don't matter because we're going into the international break. We're second in the table. How good's that? I'll just check that. I don't think it's changed overnight. No one won 4-0 or anything, did they? I think Brighton won as well, didn't they? So what we got here? We got Man City at the top with 12. Spurs are second with 10 points, but we're clear on goal difference ahead of Liverpool, West Ham, and Arsenal, all on the same points. And then you got Brighton, and then it starts tapering down from there. Chelsea are 12th, where they finished up last year. I can't see them getting higher than that, really. Not the way they're playing. I mean, okay, they've spent $1 billion, and I know Simon Jordan thinks that's okay, because Simon Jordan just reckons the richer you are, the better a person you are. But they're owned by clowns that don't understand football, so it's never going to work. And they've got a manager that doesn't want to be there. The fans don't want him to be there because he's Tottenham, so it ain't going to work. He's going to be out of a job by Christmas. Welsh Gal. Wow, Hugo. Oh, God, Welsh Gal, man. Wasn't that just... Yeah, sorry, I'll read the... Because I understand some people just listen to this on audio. I'll read the quote out properly and professional. Welsh Gal, a member, says, wow, Hugo, what a load of old cobblers. Well, what a load of cobblers. See, I even misquote people when I read it out. I try and be professional. Can't get it right. Yeah, I know. It's just like his agent's written it, haven't they? I don't like to be in a world where footballers have phrases in their heads like collective visions and think outside the box and all that sort of stuff. That means the corporate world has penetrated the nucleus of football, and I don't want it. Kim62, good morning, man. Good morning. Another member. Morning, evening. Hope you're feeling good, Paul, after watching the greatest team the world has ever seen. That's right, man. Just feeling great because the football under this great manager is exciting to watch. I know. And maybe some pundits are starting to come round. Maybe not. We will see. Here's the link for the stream. If anyone wants to come and say hello, more than welcome. When I did this last week, you could be first time with Lemmy in last week from the Gold Coast. That was awesome. So don't be shy. Just come and talk football. It's not a stream where I'm going to bite someone's head off if they disagree, because I don't care. Don't matter, does it? Oh, we're also... There we go. Christoph Kowalitz, we are Tottenham. We win all. That's right. Maybe not all, but we'll get the double. Skinny Lee, cheers. Oh, right, hello. Let's go. And here's Yassarian. Yassarian, morning, man. Morning, Paul and Hippie. He's watching the team get themselves back into the game after such a strong start from Burnley. It was so satisfying. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, it was. I had a feeling it might it kind of had a similar vibe to the start of the Bournemouth game, where they just, they came at us and we weathered the storm a little bit. They did get a goal, but it wasn't like Tottenham last year where we concede a goal within the first 5 minutes and I'm instantly thinking, oh, well, that's that then. I'm thinking, no, that's 1-0. It's all right. They're not going to score 5 because we're going to score 5. Darren Wimbledon. Evening, Paul. Evening, Darren. How you going? Christoph Kabalets. I'm a right winger and listen to a hippie. Come on, we're all Tottenham, all of us. Well, it's a broad old church, isn't it? It's a broad old church, but I am a hippie. It's Hotspur hippie. It's not Hotspur Piers Morgan or Hotspur Hopkins. So just be warned, man. Be warned. Hondog, I'm in the UK. Great addition to the Tottenham family on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Tinks, 1463. This looks like a new name. Hello, Tinks. How you doing, Beardy? I'm all right, man. I'm John McLaughlin from Derry City. Hello, man. Fell across your channel and really enjoying it. Thanks very much, man. My folks are from Tyrone, so not a million miles away. So my nationality's all over the place, Have you plopped across from following Celtic by any chance? Because it becomes your second team. Well, I suppose for some people, it becomes your second team. Welcome aboard, man. Say no more, Gov. At our age, you make coffee and forget where you put it. It's true. I've actually had my sunglasses not even on my hat. I've had them on and I've been looking for my sunglasses, or I have my keys in my hand and I'm looking for my keys. You just got to roll with it, haven't you? You just get a bit old and daft, but well, it's fun. Bruno Strahl, love from Sweden. Coming Spurs, yes, man. Spurs have always had a bit of popularity in Scandinavia in general because we used to do a lot of tours there. Future Music DSR, it's nice to know the team is in safe hands. Respect Australia. Football's a universal language, man. Either you understand it or you don't. Well, that's not true. You can understand bits of it. There's enough there for everyone. Ben Williams, do you think that Ange buying another winger but not another number 9 suggests that putting Sonny through the middle was his plan all along? I don't know, man. It's possible, isn't it? I suppose maybe he gave Richarlison a go, but I'm sure he would have had it in his as an option, But it certainly worked out because guessing on the way Richarlison's been playing and his form, that could have been a 2-2 draw with Burnley if we had Richarlison on from the beginning. Who knows? I mean, Sonny's finishing was just deadly, wasn't it, man? It was incredible. That first goal, that lovely little dink chip over the keeper, very cool, calm, and collected. Second one, a nice little pass in from Manor Solomon straight in. Then a third one-on-one, through ball from Pedro Porro. Beautifully weighted ball from Porro. Runs onto it, and I can't see Richarlison doing any of those 3 things that well. So maybe it was his plan, man. I don't know. Darren Wimbledon. Yeah, I watched it again on Spurs play. Starting to feel the life again. That's it, man. Feel it all pumping through your veins. Why not? Terry Wright. Paul, you're the Gandalf of our Hotspur community. Thank you very much. You shall not pass, Eric Dyer. Big respects. You're a pleasure to listen to. Thank you very much. Just to help pass a bit of time, That's what we're all doing, isn't it? Hold on a minute. Is Jacob going live? Jacob from United Spurs of America. Hang on. When's he going live? He's live now. All right. Well, I'll go on a little bit more. And then we can go over to Jacob. What I'll do is I'll just set that up for when I finish. But it looks like there's a load of chat here, so I'll get through all that. I can see some sort of blue message, so there must be some money for me, so I can't miss that. Here we go. Got to figure out stuff now, haven't I? Hang on. I know this is riveting, isn't it? Watching a Middle-aged man struggle with a computer. Where is it? Customization. It's buried so far, this option to do like a redirect. There we go. We'll do that. We'll save that. All right. So whenever I do finish, we'll go straight over to Jacob. And he sent me a link, so I might pop on his channel as well. But there's a few in here now, so I'll keep the ball rolling for a bit, eh? Kim62, I'm in a bit of pain, broken my toe. Ah, that sucks, man. I was celebrating the win. Oh, I fell down the stairs. Oh, well, I suppose if you're going to do it heroically, you know, you're suffering for your team. That's a bummer, though. There's not a lot you can do about that, is there? You just got to wait for it to stop hurting, basically. Glad it happened now, international break, so I won't miss any games. Oh, well, I like your thinking. Sounds like you believe you were going to break your toe. You might as well get it out of the way now so you can get fit and back for the Sheffield United game. Should be back on my feet by the time we're back. Fantastic. Fantastic. Tinks 1463. Flip the FA Cup. Champions League is plenty. Be real. No, I'm not going to be real. I'm a football fan, man. So I'm saying we're going to win the double. I'm going to win the double. You could just settle for 4th place if you want. That's all right. Or 5th. I'm going for number 1. Horndog, as much as people hate Levy, I think he needs a pat on the back for bringing Ange to Tottenham. I honestly think he will be a threat. We will be a threat to Man City. I think so too, man. I think so too. We're the best team in the league at the moment. At the moment, right now, right at this point of time. I'm not talking about the future and what may happen tomorrow and all that stuff we could got no idea about. Right now, Tottenham are the number 1 team in England. So if we keep doing that, we're champions, aren't we? I know Man City are 2 points ahead of us, but we're going to beat them. So destiny is in our own hands to win the league title. And as for bringing Ange in, yeah, look, yeah, I think it was good. It was obviously a good move. But, you know, when Ange just looked into his eye, Ange just gets what he wants, man, a lot of the time. You just can't resist Ange. So, you know, it's cool. You're sorry, and always great to see Celtic win away against Rangers like they did last night. I didn't see that result, man. I'm kind of not following Celtic as much now that Ange isn't there. The only goal of the match was from Kyogo. It was a cracker. Hail, hail. Come on, you boys in green. Yeah, well, it's going to be an interesting season. It's going to be quite tight up there. I think what's going to probably dig Celtic out is probably Rangers. Just I don't think have they still got Michael Beale in there, because he just doesn't have it, man. I don't think he has it. He's not the guy. Mr. M, hello, Epi. Hello, Mr. M. Terry Wright, I just love seeing Chelsea struggle right now. Hope it continues. Yeah, I just love seeing them because they're kind of this breed of football fan on the internet, aren't they? They're their hair's a little bit too tidy, a bit too many facial products, they're not just a bit rough, they're very primped and preened, very vain, they're not football. Not football. They might say they are, but we know they're not. And look at this, the super chat. Thank you very much, Moon Dog. £2, lovely jubbly. Thank you very much. Rather have Phillips over Sanchez and Dyer. Oh, me too. Me too. If it comes down to it, it gets him. If we do have to rely on him, it gets him minutes on the pitch. And because he's a young player, I think the fans will be forgiving if he's not, not on it. I'm sure he's going to be better than Sanchez and Dyer, though. So. Yeah, why not? Why not? Ben Williams. I read today that we had to pull out of potential defender deals because Dyer refused to leave. Thanks, Eric. Can we swear here? You can say what you want, man. I'm trying to keep my language fairly clean because I'm just trying to keep on the right side of YouTube at the moment. When you're a young channel like this, you kind of have to gain YouTube's trust. And it seems to be all right at the moment. It used to be that as soon as I'd start talking, it would go demonetized, whereas now it's all right. So maybe it trusts me. And I can't. It's a bit of a pain you got to deal with. But on the other hand, I get it. YouTube don't just want anyone people and then, getting their old chaps out or something like that, because the internet's full of weirdos. I've got some of them in here, some of them watching. But there's weird people out there, I tell you. But yeah, it's just, that's the thing that sucks about it, Ben, isn't it? That these players had offers during the window, and then we could have done something, but no, they just hang around. And I said it in a video. It might have been a stream I did before the Burnley game as a build-up. I said these players that we wanted to get rid of, they will be crying to leave before the January transfer window. When it's finally dawned on them that they ain't getting nothing out of Ange, and they're just going to be sitting around putting cones out or running up and down the hills in Blaenau Festiniog, which is where I'd have them. I knew as soon as I didn't think it'd be this soon, man, but as soon as the window shuts, because their agents are on the phone, aren't they? Agents are on the phone. Oh, my 15%'s getting less. Why didn't you? Well, you're not getting any minutes. Your value's going down. We need to get you out of there now, son. It's like, yeah, well, thanks for the solid. Thanks for your loyalty to Tottenham Hotspur. You just buggered us up. You've put our plans off by one window. We could have maybe got some of the players in on deadline day if we had a bit of breathing room. But no, we've got to pay Eric Dyer, haven't we? I almost swore myself there. I was so close to swearing. I'll just call him a muddy funster. Muddy funster. Welsh gal. Oh, here are people saying hello to each other. Here we go. I agree with you. Yeah, all right. It seems like the consensus is get rid of him. I'm on it, man. Get rid of him. Because it clears the decks, doesn't it? And we might get bitten by it. Maybe Phillips is a bit too rough, but I'd rather have that and just clear the decks for next window. Lemmy, another member of the Hotspur commune. G'day, man. Can't believe I fell asleep just before the game again. It can be hard. It can be hard. The replay or highlights is definitely worth having a go at, Lemmy. Fantastic game. Mr. M, are you English or Australian? I'm both, and I'm Irish. So there you go. I'm a citizen of the world, man. I'm a citizen of the world. Mark Cavill, Kane. Sorry, not Kane. What? Mark Cavill. Start again. Mark Cavill. Have we got cover when we lose players due to the Africa Cup? We got a little bit of cover. Look, we'll have Bentancur back, won't we? So we'll have Bentancur and then someone else. I don't know. Bloody Ollie Skip. It's for like 2 or 3 games in January. I did have a look at the fixtures a while ago. I forgot what they are. There's a tricky game in there. We might have someone like Man United away or something like that in there. But we're just going to wear it, haven't we? Got to wear it. I don't think it's worth bringing in transfers just for a couple of games, though. And other teams are going to be in the same boat. I'm not sure which teams, because I only watched Tottenham Hotspur, greatest football team the world's ever seen. But I'm sure there's other teams in the Premier League that are going to have African players out and Asian players as well. So I'm not too worried about it. Ken62, I was so happy for Sonny. Yeah, me too, man. He's had a tough time and he's struggled to get the performances he was achieving. He looks back to the player we all love. He's going to thrive again. Ange loves him. Well, everyone loves him, man. And it was one of those things, you know, when he was made captain, because beforehand it's like, who's going to be captain? And I was thinking, I don't know. I don't bloody know. I haven't got a clue. And then when Son was made captain, I thought, you know what? It's not a bad move, that. Not a bad move. And yeah, he's on fire at the moment. He had a great game, absolutely great game. And, you know, it seems to be a bit fashionable sometimes for, I see people on the internet bagging Sonny or bagging Romero. And, well, there you go. They've done their talking on the pitch, haven't they? Jonty at Moe. Rock on Tottenham. That's it. We're playing rock and roll football, man. Rock and roll. Hondog, all 5 goals are up there for goal of the month. Well, I think Son's last goal was world class, especially with Porro's pass. I mean, it was great. And that just shows you what a proper centre forward can do. Odds on Richarlison's offside there or a heavy first touch. But Son's just class. Son is class, man. Steady Shark, I found tonight's stream really late. What this one here? I just do it when I get up, you know, man. But thanks for coming. Steve Sharp's another member of the commune. Oh, I've got a few chats here. Bloody hell, people are in here, aren't they? Mr. M, great show. I've subbed. Oh, thanks very much, man. Thank you. How many subs? I'm gonna check my subs this morning. What we got? 1647. That's all right, eh? Can't complain about that. I'm not going to go on click subscribe because it gets me to 1712. There's always another number, so it just goes up on its own. But thank you very much, mister. Nick Brown, looks like we could see Philip sooner rather than later. Yeah, why not, man? Be exciting. Faye Deadman, English or Aussie? I'm everything, man. Everything. I was born in England, moved to Australia when I was 22, but I'm also Irish, and you know, countries are only good for football. Captain Grandma, Sonny at number 9 works for a team that plays a high line, but Richie will probably still be a better option against a low block team. Could well be. Maybe Sheffield United, we'll find out, eh? A bit of time before we get into that one. Bit of a break. Peter Papadimitriou, Scouser was up watching Ange, but the team was in motion. Beautiful watch. Yeah, it was. I'm really enjoying watching Spurs at the moment. You know, it was a midnight kickoff. So the time wasn't too like when it's a 2 o'clock kickoff, then it really stuffs me up. But midnight is kind of all right. I did sleep well afterwards, but I was sleeping high on victory, you know. And I knew sooner or later we're going to start thumping teams. And I tipped a 6-0 win against Burnley. And I was kind of being serious because I know it's coming, and it started, doesn't it? That was a thumping. We went to sleep a little bit in the last 5 minutes. I'm sure Ange ain't happy about that. But you know, we won 5-2, so who cares? Ben Williams, why do people keep talking about us doing the double? It's the treble. We work hard for that Tiger Cup. You know, you're right, man. We've got one trophy in the bag against Singapore McDonald's. The next two might be a little bit trickier. But, you know, in Singapore, it was do or die. It was do or die, and we did. Welsh Gal, so pleasant to hear the pundit hacks fawning over Spurs. How do you like them apples? It's great, isn't it? Bit by bit, they're all going to have to come with their serving of humble pie. Here you go, Gary Neville. Have a little bit of humble pie. Jamie Carragher, there you go. Martin Keown, no food for you. We don't serve your kind in here. You know, it's going to be great watching them all come crawling back to Ange's table. We'll just give them a few crumbs. There you go. There you go. You go off and support your team that doesn't play football. Terry Wright, Phillips and Dorrington over Sanchez all day. Yeah, man, me too. I would definitely go with that. Dorrington looks like he's doing all right. I don't know how the under 23s or under 21s are done on the weekend. I'll have a quick look, eh? Tottenham under 21. Let's see. 4-0. We won 4-0. We beat Blackburn Rovers 4-0. The under 21s. They're doing so well, man. Are they top of the table? Yes, they are. Good on them. The names aren't anyone I know. So I'll look at the top under 18s. The under 18s beat Blackburn 3-0. How about that? Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore's on the score sheet. I'll tell you what, if you haven't seen any of this kid, Mikey Moore, you'll be seeing him in a couple of years, maybe soon with a bit of luck. So let's have a look at the under 23. Oh, I can't even find it. So there we go anyway. So yeah, I'd go Phillips and Dorrington. Ben Williams, speaking of the Tiger Cup, why is Richarlison low on confidence right now? He's the competition's all-time top scorer. Yeah, he got the golden boot for, for the Tiger Cup. Something, a trophy they just bought from Halford. Give it a bit of gold paint on it. Hondog, I think Chelsea will suffer big time in about 4 to 5 years when they want to get rid of the deadwood they've just bought on 8 year. I'm with you, man. 8 year deals. It's what happens when you try and be clever in football, isn't it? Oh, I'll get round FFP. I know Simon Jordan loves me anyway. I'll buy players on 8-year deals. Oh, great move, Todd. Great move. What happens if the player's crap then? You can't get rid of them. I just don't like their transfer dealing with deals so long. I love it. I love it. They're digging themselves into a pit of relegation. Can't wait. Darren Wimbledon, Chelsea supporters have been nasty to us for a long time. That's putting it very, very mildly, man. Very mildly. Not like a healthy North London rivalry. I agree with you 100% there, man. Our rivalry is with Arsenal. And I'm sure Arsenal would say their rivalry is with us. All the other London teams, they like to think they're having derbies with us. Chelsea's derby is against Fulham or QPR. That's it. So I don't look at Chelsea as some big sporting, we don't win at Stamford Bridge thing. But what I do see it is, and this is my experience with Chelsea fans in the 1980s, I just don't like the cut of a lot of their jibs. And you're right when you say they've been unpleasant. Let's put it very mildly. So I'm glad that they're going down. I know they've probably got a load of new fans that have just hopped on the glory wagon when they started winning stuff with all the dirty Russian rubles. But there's a lot of fans over in that part of London that I wouldn't be getting on with. I'll put it that way. Horn Dog, Paul, now that Sanchez might leave, do you think Dyer will be given a spot in the 25? I hope not, man. I hope not. Give it to Phillips and Dorrington. Dyer's not done. He's done something. Look, Ange gave Dyer the captain's armband against Barcelona. There's your audition. Eric thought he was too cool for school with easy pass, another manager in his pocket, and he was crap. So that's it. Peter Wanyama. Phillips has never kicked the ball for Blackburn. No, but apparently he's doing all right for the under-23s. Ange must have seen something he liked because he put him on the bench. That ain't happening if Ange hasn't been involved with the whole thing. And Ange has said himself in press conferences, he gives sign-off on transfers. He said the possible exception, like a club transfer, might be an academy kid. I think Phillips falls outside that, just as Valise does as well. I think Ange was hands-on in those. So I'd rather try a Phillips than a Dyer. You know what you're going to get with a Dyer. I have no idea what I'm going to get with a Phillips. So I'm going to have one of them. Tinks 1463, great to no longer be a one-man team. Just saying, yeah, it's a fair point. I think we would have been better with Harry Kane. But he's gone and, time moves on and I think we're doing all right. Telly, it's madness to sell Davidson right now. I get it, he's probably top of the queue for what we've got left, isn't he? But I don't know. Seeing Phillips on the bench, man, that's given me hope that he can go. Let's just clear the decks. But if we've got the chance to clear the decks, we might as well. And I'm prepared if that costs us points or whatever. I think it's better in the long run, If we get into January with space for people to come into, I think that's better. But, I get it. Mark Cousins, so that's a quad then. Tiger Cup, Premier League, FA Cup, and under 21s league. Well, we might do the under 18s and under 23s as well. Well, we did the under 21s and under 18s last year. We could do it again. So we did win a double last year. Caption Grandma, given the potential centre-back crisis. Wow. We have a guy. Brooklyn Lions Foster, 22. Does anyone know if he's any good? No, I don't know, man. The only ones I know that are the youth ones would be Dorrington, Plakotski, who's an Estonian international, and Phillips. Tinks 1463. Richarlison is only warming up. Well, okay. Posto knows this. There's Porro knows this. Podro, the postman. Yeah, well, he can warm up. He can carry on warming up, and when he's ready, he might be able to get some minutes. But Sonny, 3 goals, man. Mountain Bushman, Steymer, hey, Vanishta. Mark Cousins. I've been to Chelsea, Tottenham, and vice versa, and I've heard their vile songs towards us. Yeah, I know. They're just, I don't like it. Don't like it. I know there's lots of things that are said in fun at football games, but Chelsea fans, nah, got no sympathy for them. Hope they get relegated. Mr. N, there's loads of room next to that Audi Cup. Well, there's not, because there's like 24 other trophies in there. Mark Cavill, Arsenal versus Charlton is a South London derby. That's it. Yeah, Charlton, Crystal Palace, that sort of thing. Hold on, I reckon Sheffield United are going to be putting a spliff. Yep, rolled up, nice and. I was almost going to look at. We'll forget that. Look at something there. Yeah, I reckon. But football's football, isn't it? Who knows? All right. Well, you know what I'm going to do. I've come to the end. Thanks for joining us. That kept it going for a little bit. We can go in an hour. That'll do. Thanks very much to the super chat, Moondog. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this stream, and we are all automatically going to be transported over to United Spurs of America. Show Jacob a bit of love and affection, and I might pop on there myself and have a chat with him. Been great having you around. Thanks for your support, watching, liking, subscribing, all that sort of stuff. And until next time, folks, peace and love. Hang on, let's get it psychedelic. Let's get a proper climax. There we go. Whoa, that's better, eh? I'll say peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs.